Okay, here's some transformation questions. The first says you need to graph that, no formulas given. And the second one says describe what the transformations are. Let's start with the second one. So for exponential functions, you would have y is equal to a f of bx minus c plus d. So this thing is being added or subtracted from x, so I would call that a c. And this looks like it's after, I would call it a d. So that part right there, if it's a c value, it means the graph is moved right 1. And then this minus 1 is a d value, so it means the graph is moved down 1. Okay, that's it. So you just say it's right 1, down 1. Now for the top one, what you need to do for each point is transform it based on what's happening up here. And there's basically two transformations that are happening there. I'm affecting the y value with this one, and this one I'm affecting the x value. So with the first one, what I need to do is multiply all the y values by -2. And then for this one, I need to move the graph left 1. In other words, I'm going to be subtracting all the x values by 1. Now, the problem is that I've got 6 points here that I need to transform. So I like to do them one at a time. So I've got -4, 0 is 1 point. And I'm going to do this transformation first. And so that's, oh, maybe I should do this one first. I think the rule is you should do the one in the brackets first. So the one in the brackets tells me to move left 1. Okay, so if I move left 1, the only thing I'm affecting is the x value. If I'm at -4 and move left 1, it'll be -5, 0. That'll be that new point. Okay, and then to the same point, I'm going to multiply the y values by -2. There's the y value, so 0 times -2 is still 0. So I'm multiplying y by -2. So 0 times -2 is still 0, so my point remains at -5, 0. So I can plot that on this one. I'll put a dot right there. Okay, now let's do this point right there. That one's at -3 and 2. So -3 and 2. So first I have to move left 1, so it'd be a -4, and keep the y value the same. And then I have to multiply the y by -2. So the x stays the same, and 2 times -2 is -4. So that's my next point. -4 and -4. That's a point right there. Okay, next point, that one right there, it's -2 and 2. So move it left 1, -3, leave y the same, and then multiply the y by a -2, leaving the x the same this time. So -3, -4, there's a point right there. I can sort of see a similar kind of shape happening. It looks like it's flipped over and stretched a bit and moved a bit. Okay, let's do this point, 0, 0. So 0, 0, left 1, so it'll be -1, 0. And then multiply the y by -2, well, that'll just stay at 0. So -1, 0, there's my point right there. I could start joining them. Might as well finish it off. So that point is 3 and -1. So move left 1, so it'll be 2 and -1. And then multiply the y by -2, so it'll be 2, -1 times -2 is a +2. So that's my next point, 2 and 2 right there. And my last point is 4, 0. Okay, so 4, 0. Left 1, that'd go to 3. Multiply the y by -2, and 0 times -2 is still 0. So my last point is 3, 0 right there. There, done. So when you look at it, it looks like it's been moved left 1, which is right. It's also been flipped over the x-axis, which is right because of that negative, and it looks like it's been stretched. So all of those things happen because of those values. Okay, hopefully that helps you with those transformations.